kind of want to show how I launched this thing. I actually used to try and pick it up. Kind of realized it's really heavy, so if I just launch it and then lift off my wheels, easy peasy.
I'm going to start out with a weedless, weightless fluke. This bank can be kind of weedy down through the rocks and stuff, so thought I'll throw this first, then I'll probably throw a Keitech, and then I'll go to senko, and then we'll see what happens from there. Alright, getting down to some less weedy water, so I'm going to throw the little 3.5 inch Keitech on that Northland short shank tungsten jighead. It's 1/8 of an ounce. Let's throw it down this bank and then see what happens.
Well, okay. I guess we can claim not a skunk. Ooh, that's a big one. Alright, not a skunk. So, I guess that's all that matters.
Oh, no patch. That's a little largemouth. Boy, that's a... Ooh, that's a huge one. That's a 3.5 inch Keitech. And what, about a maybe 6 inch fish? That's hilarious. Well, they'll eat anything. All right, there he goes. Not a skunk. Well, kinda. That's funny. Ugh.
Oh, that's a better one. That's a nice one. Heck yeah, man. That's how you start the day. Nice. That is a nice bass. Holy crap. Come on, big boy. Let me get up here. No, don't jump. That is a nice bass. Come on, big fella. Oh, shoot. Get in the net, dude. Oh, heck yeah, man. Holy crap. Whoa. Dude.
Oh my gosh. This guy is a monster. Look at that guy. How freaking awesome. Man, he ate that thing. Look at that. He ate that Keitech. Well, let's get a measurement on this fella. We'll get a weight on him too. Heck yeah. Let me turn this other camera off here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Second fish of the day, and that's probably a solid, maybe 17, 18 incher. I don't know. Let's see. We're zeroed out here. Let's just see how much he weighs. I'm going to guess about 3.5 pounds maybe. Oh, shoot. To 2.7, so 2.7 pounds. Heck yeah, man. Thank you, buddy. That's assuming this thing is right, but golly, that's crazy. All right, we're definitely gonna measure this fella. What a nice way to start the day. It is 1:30 in the afternoon, in case anybody's wondering. Look at this guy. God, he's huge. All right, big fella, just give me. He's 17. Well, if I have him flat, yeah, he's going to touch 18 inches. That's how you start the daggone day, an 18-inch bass. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, buddy, I know you're winding up on me. I'm going to get you out of here. Just got to start the day with an 18-inch bass. Heck yeah, man. All right. And that little Keitech, that one looks like it still needs a spawn. Thank you, my friend. It's get you back in the water. There you go. Heck yeah. Right by that rock. Right coming off the ramp. I always fish coming off the ramp just because, you know, I'm just fishing. I don't care where I don't try to get to a certain spot necessarily. Golly, what a way to start the day. 18-inch bass. All right, well, as I like to say, let's just keep fishing. Heck yeah. Woo. Oh, that's another one. That's not an 18-incher, but probably like a 10-incher. But I tell you, still fish in the boat at not even 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Ah, shoot. Yeah, he's probably about 8-9 inches. Turn the overhead off here. Man, he inhaled that thing though. I love his little Keitech. I tell you, it's definitely my bait of confidence. Yeah, he's probably not even 10 inches, but there you go, buddy. All right, some fish in the boat. Just getting started. Right over there is all the pontoon boats and stuff, so I can still see all the main marina. Catching fish on the Keitech. I better check my line here after that big bass. No, it's rough right there. All right, I need to retie this thing. Let's get it retied and get some more cast in. Oh, there's one right there. Oh, he got off. Oh, shoot. I tried to keep my rod tip low so he wouldn't get off there, but he still got off. He wasn't very big. But hit right bringing it up. So, all right, I was getting ready to throw something different, but I'll keep throwing the Keitech. When I first got here, I thought I want to fish, you know, all the rock face where they're going towards the dam. But there was a big family of kayakers that unloaded right ahead of me, and they went in that direction. So, you know what? I'll go the opposite direction. And boy, am I glad I did, because they're having a great time over there, but that would be not a good place to fish. So I'm gonna give those kayakers the big jump rock over there, and I'm gonna head back. I'm gonna head this way now and head down this deep. There's a deep bank coming up here, and just see what I can do. I just want to throw different baits, and I throw, of course, the Keitech. I throw the senko. I've been trying the weightless fluke a little bit, but I've got a couple different Texas rig baits up here I want to throw. So let me just see what those do. I'll throw this Keitech a little bit longer, and then I'm going to switch to a Texas rig. And I'm going to get away from all this noise. That will be awesome. There's a little one. Well, I've got the little ones biting at least. What's another huge one? Hey, we got an 18-incher in the boat. I ain't gonna complain. I'm gonna keep throwing this thing for a little bit. All right, let's keep going. Another small one. That might be it. No, it's a bass. Sort of. All right. I'm gonna have to get out of here, I think. Oh, Lordy. Come on, dude. And he ate that thing, though. God, this is crazy. These fish aren't even that much bigger than these baits. Would you stop? And they still just eating this thing. one of the reasons why I kind of went to the 3.5, thinking, well, be better than a 2.5 inch. I know I catch a bunch of small ones on the 2.5 inch. Ah, shoot, what have I done to this poor guy? There he goes. All right, buddy. Sheesh. Oh, rocks, rocks, rocks. All right, let's keep trying here. I'm gonna fish a little bit more down this bank, and it's really nice. It's a rock cliff face that just drops off from nothing to about 8-9 feet. So I'm trying to run that little ledge along there with this Keitech. And I will tell you that the bluegill I've seen in here look about the same size as this Keitech, so I know that's kind of matching the hatch for them. All right, let's keep going. Well, one of the challenges of videoing while I fish, because I have the camera on this side of the kayak, if I go down a bank that I'm fishing this direction, you really don't see anything. So I'm trying to figure out how I can mount a camera behind me that would catch like a panoramic view of both sides of the bank, so I don't have to keep going down one side or the other. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to cut across the lake and start fishing that opposite bank over there so I can get the video camera in the right direction. So, you know, people that want to video their fishing and that kind of stuff, hey, it's great, I do it, I like doing it, but there are limitations, and it does force you to do some things you might choose not to do while you're fishing. So no big deal. So I got to cut all the way across over there to where the dam is, and then I'll start fishing that lake over there, or fishing that side over there, because I can fish from this side of the kayak where the camera's pointed. So just something to think about if you want to video yourself fishing in your kayak. Nothing huge. I skipped him across the water. A little bit bigger. Still on the Keitech. Turn the big one off there. Still not on the Keitech. And they're hammering this thing though. Alright, buddy. There you go. Just a little guy. Little largemouth. Thank you, bub. Alright, I'm going to throw, I made it over to the dam. So, I'm going to turn here and throw up this rock wall and then throw down that bank. Let's see what happens. Alright, it's trusty senko time. I haven't thrown senko yet today, so let's see what happens. I've been catching those small ones on the Keitech, but that 1/18 inch on the Keitech, so that just tells me if I can find a big one, it'll bite it. I'm gonna throw, this is a pretty steep bank, so I'm gonna throw the senko down the bank, and let's just see if anybody's lurking around over here. Nothing big. A little bit bigger though. Chill, chill, chill. All right. Rat. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger. Nothing huge. Perfect hook right in the top of the roof of the mouth. That's probably about a 10-incher. All right, buddy, we're gonna let you go. Senko's working, of course. When does the senko not work? The wind started blowing this way, so I've got to kind of reposition myself, get another senko out, and let's see what we catch. I'm still catching little guys. Oh, he coughed up a night crawler. No kidding. Huh. I thought that was rubber or real. I couldn't tell. He actually coughed up a night crawler as he was shaking his head. Yeah, he's just a little fella, but still biting the senko. All right, buddy. I guess when do they not bite the senko? Something anyway. All right, I'm gonna keep fishing down this bank. Oh, that's a better one. That is a good one. Nice. Heck, oh my gosh. No, you jump, don't jump, don't jump. That's a good fish. Oh man, that's a nice fish. What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh lordy. He's got some shoulders to him. What a bass. Heck yeah, man. Come back here, dude. Oh my gosh. What a day. Holy cow. I think that's bigger than the last one I caught today. Dear Lord. That's a big fish. God, he sucked that thing in. Look at that bass. Oh my gosh. Definitely spawned out. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get that out of there. My Lord. That might be a big male, but what a fish. Holy crap. All right, dude, let's get a weight real quick. I'm gonna guess a couple pounds, but everybody spawned out, so probably not gonna be a whole lot of weight on anything right now, maybe. That's probably an 18, 19-inch fish again. Let's see here. Basically 3 pounds. So another 3-pounder. Holy crap, dudes. What a day. On a little senko. That was a little 4-inch senko. That's the only one I have left of that yum dinger. I've got some 5-inchers that I got to get out. Well, let's just see real quick. My guess is 19 inches. Let's see. God, he's a big fish. Let's get his mouth closed. 18 and a half. Another 18-inch bass. Holy cow. God, what a day, what a day, what a day. And we're still just getting started. All right, buddy. Let's see, where's that hook? It's actually angled down. I think I can get it right here, actually. Oh, where'd it go? He's barely hooked right. Come on, bub. There we go. God, what a bass. 18 and a half inches. What a beautiful fish. Well, I had a goal this year of catching bigger bass. Guess what? I'm catching bigger bass. Thank you, bud. I'll let you go. What a day. Okay, that's, well, we are fishing in a tournament today. Of course, that's not the way it goes. Yeah, so that's just a little 4-inch senko. That's the last yum dinger 4-inch I have. And I just put that on because I had one in the bag. And I'm glad I did. Let me feel my line here. It actually feels okay. What a fish. 18.5-inch bass on a little senko, a little 4-inch red bug yum dinger senko. I'm gonna have to buy some more of these, so I've only got 1 pack left. Golly, let's keep going. That's awesome. Well, I'm gonna try a little Ned rig type bait. It's actually a pretty big bait for a Ned rig, but it's a Z-Man. I forget exactly what it's called. I'll find out later and let you know. Just it looks really good. So I thought, I'm down this bank. It's about 11-12 feet deep. I'm gonna throw it to the bank and then pull it off the bank and just see what might happen here. Well, back to the senko. I'm in shallower water now, so I'm gonna throw this down this bank, just kind of keep it about, I don't know, 8 or 10 feet off the shore. It drops down to about 6 to 8 feet, about 5 or 6 feet offshore. So I'm gonna throw it, let it sink down that little ledge and see what happens, or a little, I guess, cut through channel, whatever you want to call it. Let's just see. Bite. Let's see if that was a bluegill or a bass. That's a bass. Not a very big one, but a bass. Hello, feller. Good old senko, tell you. Yeah. All right, bub. Yeah. Get you some slack here. Let's see, is that no, that's a largemouth. There you go, buddy. That's easy to take out. All right, let's let him go. There he goes, off the way. I had a question come up in chat, one of my last videos, I guess. Someone asked me if I ever used the Yamamoto style senkos, and I have some of those. So, you know, I said I just have such good luck with that red bug yum dinger. Easy for me to say. But I'm going to try the Yamamoto for a little bit and just see if it's really that different. And that line's kind of rough right in there, so I'm going to retie my bait and I'm going to put on a Yamamoto. Now, I don't have any in reddish color. They're mostly, I think, a pumpkin seed green. But I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to retie this and let's just see what a Yamamoto will do. All right, these are the Gary Yamamoto Yamasenko, and it's green, purple, and it's kind of got some little green and purple fleck. I guess it's a green pumpkin base. So I'm gonna throw these a little bit and just see if it really makes any difference. Like I say, those yum dingers I love. These baits, let's see, I've got a couple packs of these in there, so I've only got 1 more pack of the red bugs, so I've got to get online and order some of that stuff. And but I'm gonna give this one a try. I guess I'll just hook it right here in the center, basically. One thing I do like about the red bug yum dingers, or the yum baits, is it's got a channel and it kind of lets you know where you want to put your hook. So I mean, it's all the same. All right, let's see what this color does, and the Yamamoto style bait. Got a hefty feel to it. Of course, it's a 5-inch, so it's going to be, you know, obviously heavier than the 4-inch yum dinger. I don't know if that's, it might be a little bit heavier than the yum bait. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have live scope. All I have is this little Garmin Striker 4, and really all I use it for is to tell water depth, temperature, bottom contour, that kind of stuff. So I guess to make this a true trial, I would need live scope where I could find some fish and then like throw the Yamamoto out there and see what happens, because you could watch it, and then I could throw the Yum out there and see what happens. So this is very informal, shall we say, but let's see if I get any bites on this one. Just you know, give something different a try. And I've got so many different senkos that I buy that I need to use them up, because I'm definitely going to be fishing it a lot this year. There you go. Well, all right, that's on the Yamamoto. That's probably a kayak keeper right there. That one still needs to spawn though. All right, babe. Chill, chill. Let's see if that one's 12 inches. Well, that's encouraging to see. It comes right out. Let's, stop. All right, stop. Would you stop? Just want to see how big you are. I'm gonna let you go. All right, stop, you little turd. Gee, many Christmas. Well, good deal. That was on Yamamoto. I kind of figured it's just going to be a senko as a senko. It doesn't really matter the color, and she looks like she's ready to spawn, so we're going to get her back real quick. That's actually 11 1/4 inch. All right, sweetie. Go make some babies. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Don't eat any more senkos. Well, good deal. Well, that's something on a different color and a different style. That's a good thing. So let's put another Yamamoto on there and give it a try. Like I said, I've got so many different senkos at home. I really do need to use these up. But I just got it kind of in that it's hard for me to say, red bug Yum Dinger comfort zone, and that's just all I've been throwing. There's some little bass right there. Little guys. So, all right, let's go on down this bank a little bit. And she actually ran back toward me with that, so I really wasn't sure there was a fish on there. And sometimes when because I dead stick this stuff, I dead stick this bait completely, so sometimes they run, and I'm not even sure they even got the bait yet for a little bit. So, all right, keep fishing this way. I think the sink rate is just a little bit faster for these. They feel more dense than the Yum bait does, so a little different feel to it. I think they just sink a little bit faster. Something got it. Just a little one. Looks like another pregnant one, but these may be spots. I wasn't checking the times. All right, stop. Would you stop? But it looks like a pregnant fish, either a very well fed fish or a pregnant fish. Let's see. Nope, they're largemouth. That's why I like these longer hooks. See how easy that was to get out of there. That was on the Yamamoto. So, just a little, probably about 10-incher. Let her go. And let's keep fishing down here. Alright, cool deal. Tell you one thing I will try. I have some yum that are similar in color to these Yamamoto. They're kind of that green pumpkin color. And I'm going to try the yum. I mean, I think I caught 2 on the Yamamoto bait. So if nothing else, I'll try and see if this color similarity in a different brand makes a difference or not, if that makes sense. I'm sure it does not. But I'm going to try the Yum Dingers in a similar color to the Gary Yamamoto, and then just see if I get more bites. I've only had a couple, 3 bites, I think, on the Yamamoto. I'll know when I see the video. So you put on one of these Yum, and like I said, it's a similar color bait. I mean, a little bit darker maybe, but you can tell very similar in color. And let's just try that. And here's, I was talking about that little channel that they have in there. I put my hook right at the bottom of that channel. So I'm gonna put this back in the bag and try these Yum out, see if they make a difference as far as bites go. All right, we're just trying some new stuff. Well, I will say that the Yamamoto are definitely a much denser bait. It's a lot heavier when you cast them. So maybe the rate of fall is slower for the Yum because it's a little bit lighter feeling bait. I have no idea. But those Yamamotos are really a heavy feeling soft plastic anyway. And definitely a different feel than those Yums do. So this might have a little slower rate of fall, maybe a little more action. I am speculating 100%. But we'll see. I'm going to go down this bank and throw this Yum senko and just see what happens. I'm going to go back to the Keitech, kind of on some, not a whole lot of banks with much on there. I want to get around them quickly. I just hate to not fish banks. So sometimes you catch something you don't expect, like today. All right, so back to the Keitech. Oh shoot, that was a fish. And he took my bait. Let me back up here with the new one on. I'm watching these 2 guys live scope over here. Again, I have no problem with it. So if anybody hears this that has live scope, I have no problem with you using live scope. I really don't give 2 poops. But they're watching that screen. And I know they're throwing their baits out, and you can watch your bait fall to the fish, and you can watch the fish come up and hit it. I don't know. I just not sure that's what I want to do. I mean, when I catch a fish, it is a total surprise. So, anyway, all right, I'm back on that. I'm on that bank now. I'm gonna go around the point, and I'll be on the main lake for a while. But I'll be on the main lake the rest of the day, just about. So, anyway, here we go. Okay, well, I had no bites on this green, I'll call it a green pumpkin, greenish, brownish colored Yum. So I've got 1 pack of the red dingers left. My favorite one, Yum, or red bug, not red dinger, red bug. So let's just see if color matters. And we'll put this out there and see what happens. And now I gotta get online and order some more. I can't find them locally anymore, I don't think. I'll try. All right, let's go with the red bug, my favorite. Just a really cool, nice color. Fish seem to like it. I like it in the 4-inch and the 5-inch. Depending on what I got, I'll order both. I've caught them on both today. I don't have any more 4-inch left though. All right, let's see what happens with the red bug color.
bluegill or a bass? Yeah, bluegill. They thump thump and let it go, that's a bluegill. Or a green sunfish. But yeah, green sunfish is pretty aggressive. Definitely bluegill, thump thump and then let go. That's fast. Alrighty. Well, again, I don't know. Oh, that's a nice. That would be a kayak keeper, I believe. Sure, dude. Come here. Oh. Good deal. Ow. I'm about to hook me. I really don't want to do it. Well, I went back to the red yum dinger. Red bug anyway. So I went back to the red bug and I've caught a bass. I don't know. I mean, coincidental maybe. Maybe it's just I finally found a bass. Maybe they like the red. But let's see if, nope. 11 1/4. So pretty little 11 1/4 inch bass, healthy. That's the first fish in a long time, and that's when I'm back to the red bug yum dinger. So, all right, buddy. Thank you. Let you go. Whew. Man, it's been a long time. Long time. So, you know what? I'm going to trust the red bug, and I'll throw the other ones obviously from time to time, but if I've got a choice, it's going to be red bug. So, let me fish on down the bank here. Oh, crap. There's a boat fishing toward me. Gosh dang it. They probably throwing senkos too. Everybody throws senkos. Daggone it. I was going to fish that other bank. Well, maybe not. Maybe they're throwing something else. Run. Ah, just a little guy. Brought that on the way up. Right. You hit that one on the way up. I thumped it and then took off running with it. Just a little feller. We'll let him go. Well, there he goes. Good deal. Yeah, nice fellers. They're wacky wormers. He said they came about halfway, or about a quarter way down the wall here. So I'll eat the rest of my peanut butter and banana and just kind of work my way on down the road here. And let's see here. Yeah, I told him I wacky worm that whole bank. So oh well, it is what it is. I mean, it's a big lake, but you know, everybody's fishing back toward the ramp, I guess, and that kind of stuff. So I'll go down this way a little bit and see what I can do. Then I'm gonna cut across. Looks like a good wacky worm bait, and then that'll point me back toward the boat ramp. Well, if they've wacky worm this bank, why not Keitech this bank? There you go.
different thing to do. Yeah, I like this kind of a bank. Got a sharp drop from a rock face. Nice. About 8 foot deep. 7 foot deep, somewhere in there. Well, I threw the wrong spot and I still caught one. Ah, he got off. Dang it. Well, that's funny. Didn't like that cast and I hooked a fish. Alright, you keep trying here. That's another bump. Another thump. Well, that was a bump and a thump. There's something on there already. Gee, Merry Christmas. That was fast. That's a little one. That hit the water and he ran. Oh, there he goes. Yeah, he's just a little dude. Still. I don't know. Does color matter? Who knows? We're gonna go back to the red, or we're gonna keep using the red bug anyway. All right. Oh, that's a pretty good one. That'll work. That's a good one. That would be another keeper in the kayak tournament. All right, buddy. Oh, gosh, yes. Man, he just about hit me in the face. There you go, big boy. Oh, come on, man. All right. Oh, golly. What a day of quality fish. My gosh. How cool is that? This is crazy. I've been going along here, nothing. All right, well, he's not happy. All right. Look at this fish, holy crap. God, it's another 17, 18-inch fish. Look at this thing. That's probably a solid 16, but still, what a hoss of a damn fish. Holy cow. All right. Let me just measure. I've been doing the weight thing today. I don't know how accurate my weight is. This thing feels, he's probably maybe a couple pounds. Let's see. Golly. He about jumped right into my face. Oh, Lord. Let's see. He is 2.2 pounds. Yep, a little 2 pounds. So I've got 2 3-pounders and a 2-pounder. I mean, I know that's nothing for most of you guys who fish in big tournaments and stuff, but man, for me and this little low freaking kayak, I am thrilled. Let's see what measurements are here. He is, I'm gonna guess 16. Man, he's a solid fish. All right. Yep. He is 16 and a quarter. 16 and a quarter inch bass. What? So 2 18s and a 16. You know what, guys? For me, that is a freaking unbelievable great day. All right, let me get, let's get a little fella out here unhooked. Where's he hooked here? All right. Let me come up through his gills here. I might be able to get him this way. Yep, shoot. Yeah, let me come up through his gills here. Just about had it. There it is right there. Come on, baby. There it is. All right. Well, how about that? Golly, what a beautiful fish. Man, he's stout. 16. That's 3 reel keepers today. All right, let's just go there, bud. There he goes, under the kayak. Well, I honestly, I kind of like, well, I'm just going to work my way back to the ramp. I'll catch a couple more little tiny ones maybe. I just really wasn't even trying that hard. Just throwing a senko around some of this submerged wood. And got a bite, and there you go. So guess I need to wake back up again. How about that? Two 18-inchers and a 16-incher. That's a great day. You know, it's a great day for me anyway. Oh, that one's been on too long. All right, guys. Well, that'll put some pep in your step. All right. Like I said, I would just kind of hadn't phoned it in, but I was just kind of throwing. You know, I've got to start working my way back. It is 6:45, so I've got to start working my way back. And I thought, you know, I can't spend a lot of time on these banks, so just been kind of throwing and moving. Didn't even have the camera on. I was just going along, and all of a sudden my line went whew. So I knew I had a bass on, but I wasn't sure how big it was. Oh, what a day. What a day. At least I'm catching a few quality fish now. Which last year I didn't hardly catch any quality fish, and this year I've caught several quality fish already. And we're just getting started. I got somebody saying hello. Oh, wow. Yeah, I crossed his eyes. There's that big one for you. Guess you never know till you get one. Oh, all right, dude. He's huge. Yeah. There you go, buddy. Hey off, man. Oh, that's funny. Go from a 16-inch to a 6-inch, but it's fish in the boat. That's all that matters. All right, let's keep on fishing. I think that's called a green heron up there. You see the bright orange legs walking. I'm pretty sure that's called a green heron. Those are cool little birds. He's out of hunting. That's a good spot to hunt, actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's called a green heron. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. I have to look it up when I get home. Shoot. Well, one too many fish on that leader, and I did not change, or did not retie the hook, and that's the price you pay. Broke it off. Alright, let me tie on a new one. I guess camera's acting up. Anyway, I'm going to try a weightless weedless fluke for a while. This is a bluegill pattern. Lots of little bluegill running around. So I'm going to throw this on the way back to the boat ramp because I got to find something a little bit faster than a senko. And I haven't thrown a whole lot of fluke today, so we'll see how this one does. I've changed my mind. I'm going to throw ultralight. I threw that fluke a little bit, but it's too slow. I've got to have something I can move with, so I've got this little 1/16 ounce Gamakatsu short shank jig with a 2.5 inch Keitech. I'm just going to throw that in I've got 722, so I need to work my way back to the ramp. I'm getting thumped and bumped, but it's all little things, obviously. Golly, something has a very strong perfume. Man, it smells awesome. What is that? I don't see anything. Oh, it's right up there, I'll bet. Oh my gosh, that is unbelievable. It's filling this whole cove. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. I don't think that'll show up on my video, but it is some kind of a flowering, I guess a vine. This whole cove smells wonderful. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that is, but man, is it wonderful. God, this whole place smells like a big thing of perfume, but a really nice perfume, not like old lady way too much perfume, just really nice perfume. God, how wonderful. I don't want to leave here. It smells so good, man. Maybe some kind of wisteria, maybe? Ooh, it smells good. Oh, there's a big one. Oh, he got off. Hey, old green sunfish. I figured I'd catch a few of these doing this. I'll let you go, Bubby. And keep on going. It's a little better. Oh, a bluegill. Ha! Well, there you go. Let's round out the day here. Well, this camera does not want to work today. It's a crappy battery. A nice little bluegill, pretty fish. All right, let you go. Rounding out the day now. Rounded toward home. Whew. Yeah, there's a little bass. Just catching a few on the way back in. Not much to him, but I don't know, it's fun. Just like I said, I'm trying to. Right over there is the dam. Right there's the point that turns into the cove for the ramp. That's a big one. Little bluegill. That one feels like it's got eggs. There you go, buddy.
Oh, shoot. Felt like a little better bass, maybe. That's a little better one. No, not really. But still fun. Especially on ultralight. Alrighty, bud. There's not much to him, about a probably 8 or 9 incher. Just having some fun on the way back to the ramp, that's all. Good deal. More fish in the boat. I like it. Alright, back to the 3.5 inch Keitech. I'll fish this all the way in. I just wanted to chill a little bit with the ultralight, but now I'm back to seeing what I can catch. I'm in some great water. It's about, I don't know, 6 to 10 foot deep off these rock ledges. There's a channel running right along the rocks here. So hopefully something will be running the ledge here, or running the channel, one of the two. There we go. It's not super big, but big. Oh, daggone it. Oh well. I landed several today. That's maybe okay. Yeah, it's going too fast. Daggone it. The second one now that's throwing it right by the boat. Alrighty. Got you in the boat there, big boy. Oh man, took my tail. Stop. Nothing huge but fun. That's on the 3.5 inch Keitech. They're hitting it. They must be kind of hanging around in here. Beat the crap out of that one, so I need to put on a new one. All right over there's the boat ramp. So I'm just fishing my way in here. Good deal. Yep, getting the thumps. A little bit bigger profile though, kind of throws off the little ones. Man, he knocked the crap out of that one. That's like fishing in the ocean. Sheesh. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. What a wonderful day. My gosh, I took a day off from work and caught some quality bass today. I mean, for me, very quality bass. I know some of you guys not quality, but heck man, 2 18s and a 16 and plus all the other small ones. That's a fun day on the water. So I am stoked to be here. I'm so glad I came to Yatesville. I've not had a good day here, so now I have. Now I need to figure out other places to go. I want to get back up to Ohio some. I want to fly fish Greenbow. There's lots of stuff I want to do. It's just a matter of finding the time. So, but anyway, as always, if you made it this far in the video, you may as well subscribe. This is what I do. I try and do it at least once a week if I can. And I love doing it. And I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoy the content. And as always, just thank you for watching. And I will catch you in the next video. Rounding for home. What a day. I've been out here, oh Lord, 6 hours, 7 hours. I've been out here a long time. And my legs feel it. It's been awesome. Oh, it has been awesome. What a day. when you bring in the pedal drive, I guess I never shown it before, you've got to, this lifts up and locks in place, and I think I've got enough forward momentum to do that, so that just locks in place like that. I lift up your rudder and you just coast right in. Easy peasy. That sound is my shallow water alarm telling me I'm in less than 2 feet of water, which is just fine. And I've got the keel guard on the front of my kayak, and I've got 2 on the back to protect it from all the concrete that I happen to scratch it up on. And that's it. Hop off and pull it up. Oh lordy. Stand up carefully. I've not stood up since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Well, hello there, dude. Oh. Good deal. I'm worn out. Just basically sit this up under the front of the kayak and then let it run down the kayak and use it as a fulcrum. The farther back it goes, the lighter the kayak gets. There we go. Just gonna work it out. And then this kayak probably weighs 150 pounds. But when I get the wheels to the very back of it, it's actually very easy to maneuver. Not hard at all. And that's how you take a 150-pound kayak up a ramp. Oh, Lordy. I do that so I don't take a spot on the ramp, because that takes me a while to unload this thing. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.